Hello everyone. So today in this lecture we are going to discuss about the second absolute configuration of amino acids, which is called RS system. We have already discussed about DL system of nomenclature in our previous lecture. So today we are going to discuss about RS system. But before discussing RS system, we'll take a quick brush up of a DL system. We all know that all 20 basic amino acids are alpha amino acid, in which C alpha is attached to 4 different groups. One is carbonyl group, amino group, hydrogen group, and since it's an example of L-alanine, here the R group. This CS3 is R group. Okay, so all amino acids have 4 different groups: one carbonyl, amino, hydrogen, and R group. Since it's CS3, so it is L-alanine. And since they have C alpha is attached to 4 different groups, so this C alpha is in chiral center. It's an asymmetric molecule, and this molecule can adopt 2 forms, 2 absolute configuration forms. So this one form is called L, another form is called D. This is called L because here the amino group is on the left side. This is called D amino acid, D form, because amino group is on the right side. And both molecules, these both images, L and D, are non-superimposable mirror images. So these are called enantiomers. These 2 forms are enantiomers, and these 2 forms are optically active. All amino acids are optically active except glycine, because in that the R group is H. Okay, now this was the DNL, which we have deeply discussed in our previous lecture. So we'll move to RNS system. In RS system, R means rectus, S means sinister, R stands for right, S stands for left. Now we'll see how. So this we have written here, we have taken the example of D-alanine here. See, this way of depicting D-alanine is called wedge form, in which the molecule, which is shown by dotted line, this H, actually this is a 3D method in which the molecule is seen in the 3-dimensional way. In this, the one which is seen by dotted line is the one which is below the plane. This H is below the plane. This NH3, which is shown by the wedge line, which is protruding out, SA, which is protruding out of the plane. H is below the plane, it is down the plane. And this CS3 and COO are in the same plane. They both are in the same plane. This is below the plane, this H is below the plane, this amino is coming out of the plane, and this is the way with D-alanine. Now in RS system, what we have to do, we have to assign the priority to 4 different groups attached to C alpha. And that priority is dependent, it's based on the atomic number. Atomic number of the group attached to it. Like now amino acids are usually made up of carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, and sulfur. These are the common atoms which we see in amino acid. So based on the atomic number, sulfur is the highest and hydrogen has the lowest. Then comes, after sulfur comes oxygen, then comes nitrogen, then comes carbon, and at last hydrogen comes. So we assign the priority according to atomic number. Let's take an example. Okay, before that I would like to say, I said that is D-alanine because here also this amino group is present on the right hand side. So this is right hand side. so it is D-alanine. Now when we assign, see, nitrogen is highest, so it will given 1. Then second and hydrogen is the lowest, then it will be given 4. Then comes between these two, carbon and carbon. The first molecule is carbon. Then how to decide the priority? Then we go to the next molecule which is attached to carbon. Here the oxygen is attached to carbon, here hydrogen. So definitely oxygen has more atomic number. So this carbonyl group as a whole gets second and this as a whole get third. Now how will we decide whether this is R or S? Let's see. This is your molecule. We have assigned number based on the atomic number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now we have to move from 1 to 2 and then to 4 means. And actually another very important thing which you have to remember while doing this is that H should be away from the viewer. Always take a configuration in which H should always be away from the viewer. Okay, so and we ignore that because it is away from the viewer, so we ignore. So while we have to move from first to third, so 1, 2 and 3. While we move this way, we are going in the clockwise direction. So if we are moving in the clockwise direction, then it is R. If this movement is counterclockwise, it's anti-clockwise, then it is S. So in case of D-alanine, we are moving in clockwise direction. So this is R-alanine. Okay, let's take the example of the same molecule in the L-alanine form. So if it is L-alanine form, then this is 1, 2, 3. And while going from 1 to 3, we are going anti-clockwise. See, we are going this way. We are going anti-clockwise. So this is the case of S. Anti-clockwise means S-alanine. This was the case of R. This was the case of S. Depending upon the movement, whether it is anti-clockwise. If it is anti-clockwise, then it is S. If it is clockwise, then it is R. Okay? Now let's take some other example. Let's take the example of serine. Acha. Now, if in exam it is given in the Fisher form, not in the Wedge form, how will you do it? So this is your L-serine. This is DL form of serine. This is on the amino group is on the left. So this is L-serine. Now we have to find out whether it is R-serine or it is S-serine. How we will proceed. So in that way, what we have to, I said that we have to make, while doing R and S system, what we have to do, we have to see a configuration in which S is away from the viewer. H is away from the viewer. So what we do, we flip the molecules. We flip this way and parallelly we flip the here. So the molecule take the shape this. H is down. CH2OH comes in place of H. Here amino comes at the top and carbonyl comes here in place of amino. Now we will see whether while going from 1 to, and then we have to assign the number. If we assign the number, we find amino as 1, carbonyl as 2 and this as 3 because amino has the highest atomic number. Then among these two molecules, carbon, then this carbon is attached to oxygen, so it is second. This carbon is attached to hydrogen, then it is 3. Okay, so 1, 2. And now if we move from 1 to 3, we move in anti-clockwise. So if it is anti-clockwise, then it is in RS system, it is S-serine. So L-serine of DL system is S serine of RS system. Okay. If the molecule was written in the wedge shape, see, if this is the D-serine, if this is D-serine written in the wedge, this is D, right? Because amino group is on the right hand side, so it is D and written in the wedge form. Then we move this way, so this becomes clockwise direction. When it becomes clockwise direction, this is R serine. Okay, now take one more example. That is cysteine. Okay, now this is written in DLL form. This is L-cysteine. What we have to do? First, we have to flip the molecules so that H comes here. Here, this is the position where H will be at the farthest point from the viewer. So we write in this way. We flip the position. When after flipping the position, we assign the number. We got 1, 2, and 3. Okay, because here it was sulfur attached to carbon, so it will get second position. Then comes carbon, which is attached to oxygen, it get 3 position. While going this way, what we do, we go which direction? Clockwise direction. So it is R cysteine. So you have to remember this key point that all L amino acids, generally all L amino acid are S amino acid in RS system. Exception is only L cysteine, which is R cysteine. ठीक है, सारे के सारे जितने भी L cysteine हैं, L amino acids, although all L amino acid except takes S configuration in RS system, except L cysteine, which take R configuration in RS system. Okay, so this was RS system. Hope it is clear to you. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you.